All right. Is immigration DNA testing actually worth it? My opinion, my answer, no, it's not. And I'm going to show you why. So first off, immigration DNA testing is ideally you think of people coming into the United States, they're going to need this immigration DNA testing. You're thinking the demand is there, right? Yes, the demand is absolutely there. Absolutely, the demand is there. However, there's a little thing on the State Department website that says that we, as third-party DNA agency owners, we cannot really deal with that process. And I'm going to literally show you. Okay, so this is the State Department website right here. And I'm going to actually post this link in the YouTube video so you guys can click on it yourself and read it yourself. All right. So it has information on DNA testing, as you can see, and it goes into what this is. Okay. This is the only method that they use to establish genetic relationship, etc. Okay. Now, with the process, now I want you guys to read this yourself. Okay. With immigration DNA testing, the person who is trying to get the DNA test, whether they're both people are in the United States or one person's outside the US and the other person's in the US, it literally says here on the State Department website that you should only begin DNA testing after a recommendation from a US embassy or consulate or domestic pat. That is true. So they get a letter. They get a letter from the USCIS, US Customs and Immigration Services, that says you need to go get a DNA test, right? So that's number one. Then they have to go directly through an AABB accredited lab. So the person that wants this immigration DNA test has to go directly to the AABB accredited lab. They can't call you and you can't sell it to them. Okay? You can't do that as mandated by the US State Department. Okay? It literally says right here, right behind here, right below. Do not use a third party to choose the lab or to make other arrangements. And then it provides the list of AABB accredited facilities that tells you where you can get this from. Okay. Now, on that, I'm going to still share my screen. Here is the list is right here, the AABB.org. This is the list of the people that are approved, the laboratories that are approved to do immigration DNA testing. Okay. Read it yourself. Go to this page here. I'm going to post this also inside the YouTube page. And you can see what laboratories are actually accredited to do legal, or is always going to be legal, immigration DNA testing. Now, so I say all that, okay? I say all that to let you guys know, to make sure you guys don't get in trouble, okay? How the process goes with the laboratories is that the petitioner, the person who wants the DNA test, or the person who has been told they should go get a DNA test from the government, they usually go through a lawyer, or they might start calling around. They might call you because they don't know the difference. They don't know the difference between an AABB accredited lab and you on Google Business, right? Fine. But they have to go through the laboratory. Okay. So either they call you and you get their information over to the laboratory, the lab takes it over from there, the accredited laboratory takes it over from there. They contact the petitioner and let the petitioner know their pricing and everything. The petitioner pays them directly. They don't pay you. And then the laboratory, if they choose you, they would choose you to either collect the samples, or they'll give you a referral fee. Okay. And at max, you might get about $150 for that. And that's it. And it's net 30. They'll pay you in 30 days. So in my business opinion, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because there's so many steps in between and there's so many ways of miscommunication, etc. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. The juice is not worth the squeeze. And I'm going to repeat that again. You cannot originate immigration testing yourself. You can't. There's the website right there. You can click on it. You can read it. You can look at it. You can, if you're partnering with a laboratory already, an accredited laboratory, you can ask them and they'll tell you the correct process. To me, the juice is not worth the squeeze unless you have very good relationships with immigration DNA attorneys and they like you to refer their clients to the laboratories, and then you get that lab fee on the back end. That might only happen maybe twice a month or 3 times a month. So it's not, to me, it's not really, the juice is not worth the squeeze. That's the way. But that is my message to you all. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and liking and subscribing. But I want to put out the proper information when it comes to immigration DNA testing. Thank you all so much. And until next time, goodbye.